Hey guys, what's going on? I'm DJ with Pro Wrestling Straight Shooter. I've got my daughter Gianna with me and her first official YouTube video. And today we're going to be talking WWE WrestleMania 36. And we've got a lot to talk about here. I want to start off by saying kudos to WWE for, at least on the first night, knocking it absolutely out of the park. I know, and I'm going to address this here for a couple of minutes, I know WWE's taken a lot of heat in the last few weeks over whether or not to even, go forward with WrestleMania 36, given, the outbreak of the COVID-19 virus and just all the necessary precautions in play for all that. People are being told to stay home, we're being told to quarantine, we're being told not to go to these large events. And WWE at first scaled back to going from the big shows for Raw, SmackDown, and NXT and everything, to scaling it back to doing the Raw and SmackDown live events at the Performance Center, and now they're just not doing it in front of crowds at all. And they took a lot of heat for even going forward with WrestleMania, like I said, but I gotta say I couldn't disagree with that sentiment more. In a time of uncertainty where a lot of people are stuck at home and a lot of people are really looking for some type of an escape, I think WWE, good, bad, or indifferent, is providing that escape for everybody. And so I'm really glad that they're doing this. I will say, and I'm going to ask you what you think about this. Last night, watching WrestleMania, this was your first show without any crowds. What did you think?
To me, I kind of felt, it made me feel a little awkward because there's usually a crowd to hype them up and stuff. Yeah,
it's definitely different, and I will be honest, the first couple matches it kind of took me a little bit to get into. But by the end of the Becky Lynch Shayna Baszler match, I'd fully kind of pulled myself away from the fact that there wasn't any crowd and really just kind of focused on the match itself. And to a degree, for me personally, that was a bit more refreshing because I think sometimes crowds can be hit or miss. Some crowds are really, really hot. They're really kind of fired up and they're really doing what they're supposed to do. But then there are just crowds that try and put themselves over and they completely just ruin what's otherwise a really good show. Is there anything so far that stood out for you? A certain match, a certain segment, anything like that?
Well, I do want to point out that the Kairi Sane.
The women's tag match, Asuka and Kairi Sane against Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss.
Yes, they were very obnoxious to me.
They were obnoxious to you. Okay, well they're supposed to be. That's the Kabuki Warriors. They're obnoxious, and Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross picked up a huge win last night, which was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Glad to see them. They're now 2-time women's tag champs. So we'll see what they do with
Props
that moving forward. What was your favorite match of the night so far?
Becky Lynch and.
You liked Becky Lynch and Shayna Baszler?
Becky Lynch and the Boneyard match. That one was very, very.
Oh yeah, the Boneyard match was just really well done. A really good match with AJ Styles and The Undertaker. Had a lot of fun watching that one. It was brutal to watch in some spots, and just kudos to everyone involved on that. WWE, thank you. I thought that was totally badass. So again, just kind of a different feel to WrestleMania this year. Definitely, they promised us something different at the very beginning. They've been promising us something different for weeks, and at least on night one, man, I think they delivered.
Yes, that was a very good show.
Okay, was there anything else about it that you really enjoyed?
I mean, as I love WWE, it's just everything about it is just really, really good.
Okay. Yeah, the whole show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think for what they're working with, for what they're allowed to do under the current guidelines, of quarantine and only, no more than 10 people in an area at any one time, I think WWE's really delivered. You've got the wrestlers in the ring, you've got the commentators and a referee.
Yeah.
It is a different feel without the crowd, but I think, as we move forward, if we're going to be doing this for, weeks and, even possibly months into the future, I think WWE had a chance to think outside the box, and I think they've really done that really well.
Yeah, I have to say that all the wrestlers that were in it, I want to give props to them because they were really, really brave for taking the time to risk the fact that they might get it, but they.
Right. And that's something that often gets overlooked. You know, we talk a lot of time about necessary jobs. Like, my job is necessary. I don't have an option to stay home. Even if I could afford to, I have to go to work. I work in healthcare. I have to go. And for people to, like you said, be brave and risk, you know, their own health and safety to come out and try and entertain people and give people something to look forward to in a time of crisis, I definitely think cannot be overstated enough. Thank you guys to everyone, and the girls too, you know, everybody who's on the show coming to work. I realized there were some that were definitely not able to. Roman Reigns had to pull out of the match with Goldberg because he does, you know, he's higher risk for contracting the virus and becoming very, very sick from it. He's immunocompromised. And, you know, I respect that completely. I don't have any less respect for him for not going. Believe me, I get it. I understand it. And, you know, I support that decision wholeheartedly. But again, definitely, you know, much respect to the people that, you know, wanted to continue working and wanted to continue entertaining people.
Yeah.
So tonight, night 2, looking forward to that.
I cannot wait.
Yeah, I think there's a few notable standouts. You've got the ring return of Edge going against Randy Orton, which I just think is going to be a fight.
Yes, I am ready. I am very, very. I just really want to watch it.
You're a hell of a color commentator, G.
Yes, I am.
So let's talk a couple quick matches real quick. I'm going to get your predictions. The women's SmackDown title match, it's a 5-way match. Champion Bayley against Sasha Banks, Lacey Evans, Naomi, and Tamina. Who's your pick to win this one, G?
Oh, I have 2.
Okay.
Either Sasha Banks or Naomi.
Naomi, I know you're a big Naomi fan.
Yes.
I'm going to go with Naomi on this one. I really think Naomi's due. I think she's well past due for a big win. So, you know, nothing against anybody else in the match. I like them all, but Naomi's my pick to win that one.
Yeah. Also, sorry, Bayley, I think she has a really good shot. As good as she's been doing, she's been on the ball.
Bayley's been on the ball. She's been on fire for several months now, so it's very likely she could retain.
Yeah,
very likely she could retain. But I have a feeling Naomi's due.
Yeah,
what's the other one? The Firefly Funhouse match. Bray Wyatt the Fiend versus John Cena. This is another one that I think they're going to do on location, not unlike the Boneyard match. Yeah. Who are you picking in that one?
John. I have to go with John Cena.
Going with John Cena on this one? Okay, I'm going to go on the other side of that. I'm going with The Fiend on this one. I expect something very special out of this one as well.
Yes, that one. This one I'm expecting a lot out of.
Yeah. All right, so I really think that's all we're going to do on this one. If you guys like what we're doing, please rate, comment, subscribe. We'll try to put out a few more of these. Also probably do, you know, some solo videos on my own, as well as, you know, I had my friend Rob Bonnett come up here, you know, last year, and he and I kind of did a podcast style type of thing. I'd like to do that again with Rob, as well as, you know, have some other guest hosts on here via either Skype or video chat or something like that. I'll figure something out. But if you like what we're doing, man, you know, comment, like, subscribe, and share our stuff. And we'll do more of them. Appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching. We're out.
Bye.